Alpha Charlie, are you up here?
That was too quiet, whoever that was.
Alpha Charlie, why are you turning right when everybody's turning left?
I don't think Alpha Charlie's got his on chant.
No, but I don't think he's looking outside either.
Oh, hey, that's Armand from Colorado. That's cool. He finally got it working.
He's actually a racer, so you think he'd be up with this?
Yeah. Well, the best thing to do is to let him know he's turning the wrong way. Is just run into him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trouble is, it affects you also.
I mean, I have outclimbed him by 100 feet by now, so...
Maybe I'll email him and let him know he's turning the wrong direction.
Yeah, that'd be good. It's just a matter of time before he smashes someone.
It does take two people to collide.
Someone got hit last race by the debris from the collision above them falling on top of them.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was me. I watched it come down on me.
Well, it takes 1.5 people in that case to collide.
It takes an innocent bystander to be an innocent bystander.
I felt like that extra in a movie, one of those action movies where a piano falls on him or something.
Mark, are you live streaming this?
I am.
That's cool. I noticed you're looking around a lot while you're gliding. Are you?
Oh, that's funny because
you...
didn't someone else comment? I think Pavan commented that I wasn't looking around.
I thought you didn't look around much at all. I look around a ton more.
Well, like I think you were headed to the turn point out in the plains, and there's like nothing to do.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
you're just
that was
gonna
clearly.
sit there, and you're like there and over there and over here.
Oh yeah, and I looked down and behind me.
What is he thinking about?
Well, I think I was on autopilot. I was above the clouds. There was literally nothing to do.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot, though, that, like, I think I move my eyes a lot without moving my head. And that's probably because I'm on a flat screen with track IR. I'm curious, when my Quest arrives tomorrow, if my head movements change in VR.
You're gonna be blown away. You're gonna go, oh, why didn't I do this sooner?
Oh no, I mean, well, I don't know if you remember, but last year I experimented with a Quest 2. And like visually it was just absolutely amazing. I mean, I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. I couldn't get the performance out of it and I got nauseous. So
those two things might be related.
Well, yeah, I think they were. When I dropped all the settings all the way down to whatever it took to get 72 frames per second, which was basically like super low resolution, everything turned off. I did a couple of flights like no turbulence or anything along a smooth ridge. And I lasted longer then for sure. Like, I think it's trainable at this point, and I now have a better video card, and I got a Quest 3, so I'm optimistic that I'll be able to train myself up this time.
How do we find you on YouTube?
Just search for Mark Rebuck. I'm the only one, and I use my full name because I'm boring like that.
Your nom de guerre is your nom.
Yeah, it's a long story. I'm Gen X, and I was a computer science major starting in college in the early 90s. And I realized very early that I am a worse human being when I am anonymous, so I've decided to just never be anonymous.
That is good.
What you don't know is that Mark is not his real name.
Yeah. Well, from what I can tell, there are four Mark Rebucks in the world. So maybe I'm one of the other ones.
You gonna go John Wick on him and be the only one?
I think that's the Highlander who does that.
Mark, one thing you can possibly do for your nausea, it's a very, very simple balance trick. You just stand with your feet very close together and close your eyes. Start off with 20 or 30 seconds, increase it to a minute. Do that a couple of times a day, and your vestibular system will be a lot more tolerant to motion because your balance is also improved.
Yep, I'm definitely planning on starting slow. I'm gonna I'll do a winch launch to the pattern and land, and that's it. Just do that, work my way up slowly. I'm also, last time I think I tried to fight through it once or twice, and everything I've heard is do not try to fight through it. Stop as soon as you start to feel any kind of nausea.
Yeah, you could close your eyes too, and the feeling goes away, but you definitely can't push through.
Well, yeah, the last thing that I want to do is have my body associate Condor with getting sick. I don't want to turn something that is very fun into something that is very much not fun.
But if you try my suggestion, when you're not flying, you just stand behind something that you can drop your hands onto, something tall like a tall chair, and just practice standing. You've got to have your feet very close together. It's an ancient trick for people with balance problems, and it does make a very significant difference in a very quick time.
Okay, that's easy to do too. Yep.
This sounds like a old Aborigine trick or something. What is it? Can you describe it?
Actually, it's an old thing for old people who have balance problems, and balance, of course, is your inner ear or middle ear, and if you can improve it just by closing your eyes and your body becoming more trusting, then you'll find that your problems will gradually improve.
I actually have terrific balance in general, so
but with your eyes closed is the important thing. Yeah. The eyes closed is the important thing. It's like learning to fly in IFR. Your brain's got to learn to trust what it's seeing on the instruments, not what it's feeling, and that's the root cause of probably of what you're suffering from.
And for those of you who haven't experienced IFR, trust what he just said.
Exactly.
It is a fight to trust the instruments when your body is telling you something else.
I've done some couple 1,000-foot cloud climbs with the ADI, thermaling up through into the cloud. It's pretty wild. It's fun.
Providing everybody else is doing the same thing in the same cloud.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm by myself, and there's no traffic around, and it's not 5,000 feet or deeper. And, go for it.
I was in the front of a Joey Discus in New Zealand with Gavin Wills, and he did it just, he did it without an AH. I just couldn't believe how he could do it. No, we're in the cloud for about five minutes or so, and I just still can't understand how he could reliably do it, but there we go.
It's impossible.
Without an AH.
The turbulence increases and just throws you all over the place.
I was scared witless while I was doing it, but there we go.
I was going to ask how much weight did you lose from sweat?
Well, there's a
Frizzy all
nasty
over the
smell in the
place.
cockpit, shall we put it that way? Not really. I was
Can someone
scared
share
witless
what
while I was
the
doing it,
bug wiper hotkey is?
there we go.
I was going to ask how much.
Is comma, but don't hit it above 65 knots because you'll break them. So slow down, flaps 4 or
Got
5.
it. Thank
whatever.
you.
And it takes a minute to do it, and then wipe every thermal on your third or fourth turn.
Thank you.
Giving away all the answers.
Yeah.
It is kind of a rite of passage to lock your air brakes, or to lock the bug wipers out at least once. So
We've all done
be
it.
prepared. Everyone has done it.
Oh, your glide ratio is just destroyed at that point.
You can still finish the race, though.
It's like that old adage about landing with your wheels up. It's not a rite of passage, it's an indication of lack of discipline. You should never land with your wheels up, you should never lock your bug wipers out.
I have my bug wiper button right next to another button that I use often, and I need to change that sooner or later. It's only a matter of time until I just hit the wrong button.
Yeah, well, I made mine very hard to use. I've got to have one switch forward and press the shift button and then operate the switch. So it's pretty hard to do inadvertently.
Does the LX have a configurable alert? Every time you stop to thermal after like 2 minutes, it says wipe bugs or something, remember?
Not that I'm aware of.
Kotasa definitely does. Because I have it turned on in Kotasa.
Interesting. Just a small little reminder that says, hey.
Yeah, but the Kotasa one doesn't give you a sound. I think it's just a visual warning, isn't it?
It is. It's right over the HSI. But though I have
I think Alex, you can put a
bottom center, so I'm not going to miss it.
Yeah, I still run Kotasa for the beeps and things, but I don't actually have it visualized in VR anymore. So I've got the flap tape in the LX.
I got a feeling this eastern corner is going to be a busy place.
What gives you that idea? Eastern. What's the? There's no eastern corner.
I don't know, last flight, that first thermal was kind of crazy.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Hello, anybody copy?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yep, loud and clear.
You made it.
I thought I was kicked out of the server. Everybody had disappeared because I was too far.
Are you close now? You have 3 minutes and 20 seconds till the start.
Yeah, I went west, and now I can start seeing the IDs of people. I was just too far.
I see some brave souls out there with a Diana too.
Oh, there you are, Buggy. 10 kilometers away in 2 minutes. You can do this.
Pavan, the time starts the same for everyone. Doesn't matter when you cross the line, correct?
As long as you don't
You have
start
to cross
before
the
the
line.
clock.
Yeah, you have to cross the line yourself after the start gate opens.
Correct. Thank you.
So yes, everybody's time starts the same, but you still have to have a valid start after that.
No, I thought I was just gonna wait here 10 kilometers ahead.
No. You don't, like what I'm saying is you don't just, it doesn't start your time when you cross the start line. And almost everybody started.
madness.
That was a close one. Whoever, I think that was Frank.
Frank did this the other day too. He was turning a different circle than the rest of
Opposite,
the gaggle.
yeah.
It was the same direction, but it was like half offset.
Well, luckily we were banked the same and he came right at me. It was beautiful.
The other thing is trying to get your thermaling speed under 60 knots. That helps a lot too.
How low? Well, you guys are in the 33, but in the JS3 it's got to be like close to 60.
In the JS3. I think this one said 42 degrees, 57 knots.
Yeah, so what speed do you get?
Well, right now I'm 57 knots.
That's my name.
Oh, 57. Took me a while there. Well, if you ever go 821 knots, there you go.
This is beautiful view, like unreal how big of a gaggle this is. It's nice.
Where do you guys look?
Yeah.
I mean, I basically look for whoever's most likely to hit me. I'm scanning around almost constantly.
Yeah, the flarm's almost useless.
My flarm's actually quiet right now. This is a pretty well-behaved gaggle.
I just look up because that's basically where Ryan's tail is.
Yeah, except Tango Alpha 3.
This is like a paragliding gaggle.
Right? Yeah. What do you think, Ryan? Is it like a gaggle? A hang glider gaggle?
Yeah, I've never been with this many. More like a paragliding competition.
Yeah, I've been in a paraglider gaggle like this. You could shout and swear at each other. So lovely.
Why do paraglider gaggles get like that? It's just because they're so slow that they think they can be closer or something?
Bingo.
Yeah, well, they have to be closer because they can't just glide 100 kilometers to the next thermal.
Oh,
And
so
they can
every
pretty much
pilot takes
pivot on a wing.
every climb, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them in the competition too.
Yeah, because they can pivot basically nearly on a wingtip. Like they're, a full circle is only 3 wingspans. So they get really tight.
I think that's why I have a hard time with this game.
Ooh, that was
I'm paragliding.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I saw that.
I had my finger on the cue.
The scary one is when you're right on top of them.
At this rate, we'll never get clean wings.
Hello, Gaggle.
Watch for your turning 5-7.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm just inside you now.
You just lock in behind Davis, you'll be good.
Trying to. I get a little wonky when I hit my wipers.
The handling on the 33 feels a bit different after this update. I wonder if anybody else agrees with me, but I don't, at full trim, nose up, I don't seem to be coming around as easy in the thermal as I was before.
With the 33, I always had to move the center of gravity back a little bit. It's the only plane I did.
Yeah, I have to move it. I might have to a little bit. It feels different than it did before.
Week did say that they gave some subtle tweaks to most of the airplanes. Yeah, I was surprised when you said you never changed the center of gravity on that one. Because that was one where I absolutely had to. 100% trim just never got me slow enough.
Well, this is going to be quite the regatta race here.
Yeah, it's quite a cluster.
Well, after the first turn point, I'm curious who's going to go back over the plateau and who's going to come back the other side of the valley. I had a really, really good get stuck session on the top of that plateau.
Oh, hi, John.
Hi there.
Sneaking
I
up
was
behind me
watching
there.
Oh, and that's not the next turn point.
No,
I was
that's the
looking at
second
it
turn
like,
point. That's
I'm like, my angle's not matching what the turn point's saying, or my eyes are saying.
Yeah, and that's why, because after the first turn point, you'll have the option to go over that plateau to the second turn point, or come back to the same ridge we're coming in. I'm curious to see what people are going to pick.
John's just turned sideways and stopped in midair.
Yep.
I saw that too.
I don't know.
I hope he doesn't rematerialize
His
inside
ping
my wing.
is fixed at 283, which means there hasn't been... Oh, now it's over 3 seconds.
Okay, he just
Tokyo Drift.
warped. Yeah, I just hope he doesn't rematerialize inside my wing.
He was all of a sudden right in front of my canopy.
Ouch.
Now I have no control and I'm going in. Bugger.
Aww.
Oh, boy. Sorry about that. I don't...
And you didn't even take out one of the leaders. Come on, John.
No, I slipped there. I don't know what happened. My screen went all funny and I'm flat screen as well. This is a bit weird.
Sorry to hear that, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I noticed
I might start rebooting everything. Like my routers and things.
When I was spectating the other day, I noticed that you can change what's displayed on people's icons to be like their plane type, I think is the default, or you could change it to be other things. I would love to have a person's ping time displayed next to their name.
That would be neat.
For what purpose? K12, how did you get all the way up there? That's amazing.
Just playing the numbers, I guess.
You're like 1,000 feet above everyone else. That's great. You know what to do from here, right?
Yeah, I'm doing what you said, so. So the key is as you go up in a thermal and you're going straight, you cycle the flaps up and down. It flaps you up a little bit.
Ooh, perfect.
Say, you flap up and down? What?
Cycle your flaps up and down as fast as you can.
Like pumps you up.
What? Explain. I've never heard of it.
Wow, you guys suck into anything, don't you?
For real.
I just waggle my rudder. That helps too.
Yeah, I got a bridge
Yeah, it's
to
like
sell.
a fish. A shark swims its tail, why would you not flag your rudder?
Yeah, and if you point straight up, it will just push you even further.
It's a Reynolds number thing.
I think it's funny how a group of people groupthink their way into more confidence than individuals.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Well, it's working, whatever it is.
Groupthink and FOMO are very powerful motivators.
Moffat said all of us are like sheep.
Well, we're all doing really well, but there's like a pretty large, huge front gaggle here.
Just pointing out, we're not all doing real well. There are those of us back here looking at all of you off in the distance.
I'm talking about these eight or nine people up here. Well, 9, 10, I don't know. There's a lot.
Well, the good news is I've uploaded my track and I'm currently winning the race, so there.
Take a screenshot.
Momentary glory is better than no glory at all.
Exactly.
I think K12's extra altitude is going to really pay off here for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a long, tough leg through over that plateau.
I was expecting a bit more about these hills here, but
It's just on the other side of the hill. Once you cross the ridgeline, this climb gets better. Which is not where I would expect, but there it is. K12, you need to do this to the other competitors on Saturday.
Shoot, I was pressing the wrong button to talk. Now I'm taking everything Coach Davis gave me and paying off. Gotta make it work on Saturday.
Well, that was the one time I didn't want to bank on the thermal at the end of the line being the best one. It totally was.
There it is.
Oh yeah, that one's much better.
I've put myself in that position before where I pass on a couple of good ones thinking that the one at the end is going to be the best, and then it's a dud. And I hate myself for doing that.
Yeah, they should be labeled.
They are if you let people go ahead of you.
Yeah, that's true.
This was all part of my plan, just to see who comes back the same way versus going to the right after the turn.
All right, K12, everyone's going to do what you do, so whatever you do, everyone's going to do it.
I want to pull that Family Guy Asian driver thing again.
Good luck, everybody else.
I'm at turn point now. Good luck, everybody else.
It works.
I almost screwed it all up by scraping the clouds at V&E and had to pull the spoilers, wagging my wings.
All that hard-earned energy down the toilet.
This is ridiculous. Like, how many people are ahead of me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like at least 12?
It's a fast pack today.
I know, right? Just ripping.
You suck.
Yeah, that's
Says the guy who's bringing up the rear.
Wow.
I think I'm going for the altitude-based line.
Now my farm's having some fun. Davis is breaking right. Interesting. Okay.
One gap versus two gaps.
Yep. I got stuck over on that plateau once because it just didn't work as well as I expected. And so having learned from that, here I go again. I'm going to do it. This time it'll work.
It's that groupthink.
It's also that external view.
field is split. People are going both ways. Really curious.
Am I the field?
Well, now that it's split, just to let you know, it ain't bad over here.
Well, we flew in that way, so... Well...
I'm going over the plateau.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just remember I got stuck mightily. There's like this spine that goes down the middle of the plateau, and I couldn't cross it, so I got stuck behind it for a couple minutes.
Clouds are nicely lined up on it, though.
Yeah, there's clouds on it, so that looks really nice.
Yeah, this first cloud has to work. I'll get nice and high. Nothing can possibly go wrong here.
You've already decided. You're gonna stop.
Well, the clouds also appear to get higher on the other side of this first spine. Like, noticeably higher.
(296) Lima Hotel coming up to your right wing. Don't make any sudden move to the right.
Looks like Marco might be heading for the same spine where I got stuck. Oh no, plenty of height.
Yeah, I'm just looking at K12. He keeps climbing away from me, so
Yeah,
I don't know why we should
K12
turn.
is flying a different flight today. It's just nuts.
Beauty. It's a good view from way over here.
I'm not used to being in this position.
It's yours to lose. Try not to think too much about that.
Yeah, do not think of us breathing down your neck right behind you. You wouldn't want that.
Just worried about altitude and not stopping.
If someone's like one mistake ahead of me, that's a good challenge. I like trying to run them down, but K12, you're about 4 mistakes ahead of me.
Oh, I found that whole leg. There was 0 reason to stop.
Well done.
That flapping aileron thing?
You gotta use your flaps. Flap your flaps.
Well, there's 10 of you over there running that spine well above it. And yet the valley route has 3 ahead of me. 107's doing an interesting thing, going over the lee side. Like he's going to summit the spine there.
Plateau worked this time. We got a lot of altitude out of it.
Although the northerly route is arriving at the same time, or even ahead of us.
They're a lot lower though.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit. We're down to like 1,200. Yeah, I didn't do the most efficient turn point.
Well, that was interesting. On spectator mode, I had a green screen, a bright green screen, and everything crashed. So
In
obviously,
spectator mode, wow.
yeah. So the computer crashed as well, but so very weird.
Well, come and speculate with me. I could use all the tutoring I can get.
Wait, John, ever since you updated that joystick, you've been having system problems.
Yeah, I had similar issues immediately beforehand too. I think I'll just reboot all my routers and everything else. And I always reboot the computer before I start. But anyway, see what happens. I'm pressing on boldly with Mark where angels fear to tread.
I've started the who can push the final game a little bit early.
I see.
I won a Chin-Chin task doing this, but I just remembered as soon as I exited that thermal that I was in an EB-29 when I did that. You can push the finals pretty aggressively on that thing.
My rule is if Ryan goes on final, then I'm one turn behind already.
Yeah. And if Ryan's on final, don't deviate thinking that you'll try to find some magical route that he's going to miss.
Okay, 12. What are you thinking about final?
Alright, well here Ryan went straight to. He's below me.
I just topped
I
out
wasn't
this
climbing
cloud
up.
and
I wasn't climbing great in that thermal, so I left.
What qualifies as great?
Oh, I don't know, like 7 knots or something. It wasn't great.
Yeah, I'm not getting 7. I'm still here.
I wanted 8, 9 knots on the conditions today.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're happy with 7 or 8, you need to raise your standards, man. Unless I see 10 netto, I'm not turning.
10. I mean, not with only 800 on to go, you know. You can bump that up with the line.
We're going upwind now, so if I am going to climb, I'm not going to do it upwind.
It's only 5 knots.
If I lose by a second, that matters.
There is a significant time waste in centering.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason against going out in the front, because now I'm going to have to find my own thermal and center if I need to climb again. God knows I hate doing that.
Or even just netto along the route. You know, I can watch you and see what you do it better or worse.
Well, I'm going to psych you out that I'm going to dive in all of the lift and pull up and sink.
But I know you're going to do that, so I'm going to counter that out.
It's like that physics experiment. If 2 balls are rolling along and one goes through a dip and one goes over a hump, what happens at the finish line? Like they both arrive at the same speed, but the one that went through the dip got there faster.
And Davis, now Mark knows that you know that he knows. And he knows that.
Inconceivable.
It's the Davis-Ryan counter gambit. And I don't think that word means what you think it means.
That poor Reimer guy, hey?
Well, I'm already too low to get over this ridge. Oops.
Well, there's still at least 10 people ahead of me and a flock around me. This is an incredibly fast race. Except for the people in the back. They suck. Sorry, guys.
You suck.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the back of the 10. Interesting routes. John, how's the spectating?
Quite exciting. It's at the front. It's going to be very, very close. Davis has got a bit of height, and here comes Ryan coming in as well, and
it's quite a gaggle up there, hey?
Yeah.
range. Ugh. It's never clear here.
What'd you decide, Mark? You going down the side of the valley, or the ridge, or the valley?
The valley, there was like a little line of clouds kind of down the valley towards the turn point. There's 4 or 5 of them. If I get a little bit of bump off of each one, I'm fine. I don't think there's any way I'm beating Davis or Doug, but I might be able to hold Ryan off.
I could sell you an extra 500 feet if you like.
I wouldn't mind it. My DDH is exactly negative 500 feet. At MC6.
You're getting pretty low there, Mark.
I'm not worried. Not at all. Nope.
Remember that qualifier, Mark? In a very similar situation?
Nope, not a problem. I'm only DDH negative 200 at MC 3.1. This should be fine. My 100,000 YouTube followers, you know, they're not going to be laughing their asses off at this.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Ryan, are you flying V&E hoping to make it with these 3 bumps? Is that what you're doing? You're gonna make me do that too?
Well, you might as well. You got the altitude on me.
Well, there's some great tactics going on in the middle of the valley.
There's a tight pack of 4 of us.
Doug went for a little bit of extra height, just slowing down and pulling up a bit. And Dave's shot forward a bit, but now there's that height difference, and Doug's coming to the fore. Again, Ryan, they're almost neck and neck. A little bit of lift off the hill there, Mark, could just about give it to you.
Well, it's the how much can I pull up game.
Very
I'm
nice.
almost back to within my safety tolerance. The thing was, Ryan and I had a couple of races where we both just did ridiculously huge pull-ups. I think it's got me maybe overconfident. My DH is now negative.
You got that nice bit of hill coming along.
I'm really curious what Condor map is saying my energy state is.
Well, that's not really working on Condor map, at least the leaderboard. I tried to watch it this time and still not working on live mode.
Well, I'm impressed that these guys have managed to... I had the same height as them and they pulled ahead of me somehow.
Miss it, Mark. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it.
With like 3 feet to spare.
Congrats.
Well, I was holding my breath there.
Oh my gosh, that might have been the closest that I've ever cut it. Wow. Oh my god.
That was breathtaking, man.
Well, you got me that time at my own game, Mark. It worked.
Yeah, I left early and saw that you followed me after. But I mean, like, the gap that I had on you when we left that last climb was way better than the gap at the finish line.
Yeah, I was able to catch up a bit, luckily.
This is way too stressful, guys. Come on.
This valley is just great for stressful finals.
It's way too stressful.
Well, Mark, when you said you had minus 500 with MC6, I had plus 200 with MC6, and I still couldn't catch it. So.
Yeah, ground distance is a big part of the game.
Yeah, also as you get closer to final or, faster and faster, everything gets less efficient because your polar falls off closer to VNE, so...
Yeah, and I was in the middle of the valley straight line, so Mark's route just definitely gave him a better lift line.
Yeah, like this valley is weird. You can get some netto positive along the way. It's not in the necessarily obvious places. But we've had 4 or 5 finals here, and they've all been the same thing.
Well, man, if I would have just dropped my nose like 2 seconds sooner, I would have had you, Mark.
Yep. Yeah.
I had energy to spare at the end.
My stick was shaking, and I think I ended up 5 or 6 feet above the minimum.
That
so
full stall.
I did not have a lot to spare.
Oh man, we've been pushing it so hard lately.
My DDH was, I think, 550. My DH was 400 and something. It was gross. I mean, I've got it all recorded though, so if we go look at the stream, we can see just how sketchy it was.
Yeah, K12, you did everything right that race, except I think you let everyone get too far ahead. You went to cloud base on that last climb.
Yeah, I think I should have pushed a little harder right before we got into the valley.
Yeah, to catch up. Because, it's great to have the energy position and do what they do, but if you're too far behind, it's difficult to make up the ground, especially if you accelerate close to VNE in the last 5 or 10 miles, then you can't get any ground.
Yeah, this is it's not used to being in this position, but now that I'm seeing the numbers, I think I see it now.
This is also where the JS3, when it gets to VNE, the JS3 does have an edge over the AS33. It's not a lot, but if it's close to VNE, it matters.
Yeah, it's been a hot moment trying to judge when I was going to drop the nose, because I was hanging over Davis when I looked to the left, and you're right there. I'm like, oh shoot. So, yeah, 3 to 5 seconds I could have dropped my nose a little bit and probably could have squeaked out on you.
I was 1 mile behind Ryan, 200 feet higher the whole final leg, and I couldn't catch him because he pulled up at the finish. I didn't, because I had enough energy, but it was impossible to catch.
Yeah, same thing with Mark. I think I had energy on him, but he had ground position.
Nice work, 5-7.
I misjudged that.
I mean, if you look, everybody who's finished now is still... this was a close race. This was a very, very, very close race.
Yeah, and well over 100 miles per hour. That's good.
I thought after the first turn point, the 2 different paths would make a bigger difference than they did.
Yeah, I would have thought so as well.
I think the plateau was the better way, but not by as much as I thought it would be.
Well, why didn't you tell everybody?
I think I made up ground on that. By choosing the non-plateau route, I think I actually made up some ground because I was... the plateau route had 11 people ahead of me, or something like that. 11 people over there that looked like they were reasonably high.
Yeah, I think 107 definitely made up ground on that route as well.
Oh yeah, and then passed me at the last the last valley run. I'm not sure how I was... Maybe I was just noisy on the controls. Maybe he had 50 feet over me and that was enough.
In all reality, in hindsight, had I been a little more confident with the height and the frontage I had, I probably should